side of Blacklist International. It's a one-size-fits-all kind of hero. When it comes to the mid lane choices, Pharsa has been one of the top priorities for teams because it is a hero that normally doesn't get banned out, and it's actually, you know, it fits almost all of the strategies because of that wave clear as well as the long-range vision that you get out, and there's also a stun. It's just really so much value for Blacklist International. To top it all off, Onic Ph went for a double marksman setup, which, you know, Pharsa loves to play in those kind of situations.
He just melts him, he just puts him down. But here we go. Wolf just explained exactly why Pharsa is so important in the current metagame, as she was years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2, Blacklist International versus Onic Ph. It is indeed going to be a mid-lane Paquito, and I feel like it's going to play the same role as a mid-lane Cho without the CC, but more of a re-engage tool.
Let's see, again, Beloyski is going to be instantly in that top side towards Marky. I mean, this is technically what you need. Yeah, all right. Marky's picking up that gold buff, and happy feet.
Yep. You have to time it between the Renner Blast from Oheb, who is very, very good at doing that, stealing things from out of nowhere, from other people's noses. I'm wondering when Venus is going to do the same, when Venus is going to go help out. Actually, not just Haji here as well. It's a 3v1. Marky may have gotten trapped, uses the flicker already, and the stun, and speeding him up, and there's the kill. First blood, brought to you by Razor, goes on over to Oheb.
Yep, very overzealous there, very overextended for Marky. He knew that Beloyski was no longer there. Technically, if Beloyski was still there, they could have gone for something. But again, yeah, Beloyski has other things on his plate. He needs to be able to secure these positions and open up the map. And there you go, Kyrie going into the enemy jungle.
Yep. Well, that's what Weiss also did.
Here comes the swing back. Level 4 Kyrie jumping in. Oheb looking low. Flicker already used up. Hatred dashing in, takes a few hits, and they disengage.
Yep. Might be pressuring the mid lane as well, as look at this Uranus just being a problem against this Yu Zhong. It's actually, when it comes to the Yu Zhong versus the Uranus, what the Uranus can do is just to cut the waves and actually not engage against the Yu Zhong, and might win that fight because of that.
Oh, Black Dragon form used up by Dilarski already. Haji retreating. Turtle secured here by the STB with the help of Kyrie. And that's going to be one down. Wise traded out for Beloyski. Better airstrike by Haji. Dilarski taking a few hits, and they go ahead and retreat. Huge trade though, huge swings on the map.
Yeah, that's really good for the side of Blacklist International. Sure, Onic Ph, they were able to steal away the turtle. That actually, now I'm confused. Because it's good for both of them, right? Kyrie getting the assist, getting that turtle, and also just scaling really well right now over than, you know, better than Wise at this point. If you can take a look at the item, he's already building towards, oh, wait a minute.
Venus taken down. You were saying War Axe.
Yeah, all right. So he's already building towards that War Axe. And again, for Yi Sun-shin, this is one of the crucial items that you need to get early on to secure that. Those stacks are going to matter a lot, that movement speed. In the team fights, in the push, everything you do, it is going to rely on that right now. And Onic Philippines, they need to just keep on scaling until those item power spikes hit.
Yep, which really makes me think that Onic Ph will try to play this slowly. As long as they're keeping their turrets, they're fine. Make sure that the mid-lane turret will not be touched by Blacklist International. However, Blacklist International, they're just going to be waiting for their timing as well. Again, if there are 2 items available for Oheb, I'm assuming this will be the Demon Hunter Sword after the Blade of Despair. Combo that up with Haji's damage out from the Clock of Destiny and the Truncheon. The siege potential from Blacklist International, especially with 2 frontliners, it's going to be great. And Onic Ph, they don't have the wave clear to stop that from happening.
And again, just in that moment earlier, this fight down here, it's a dance-off. It's 2 very chunky heroes going in mid, Haji alone, able to fight off 3 and clear the wave. That's how important the Pharsa is in this game, and that's how great the wave clear is for Blacklist International at this current stage of the game. 4 minutes in. Onic Ph, they want to set something up. They're blasting Haji from the bottom. Kyrie, he still has his skateboard, his eponymous skateboard.
Yeah. I think he's waiting for his purple buff, and then the turtle will appear in 3 seconds. Edward most likely will just proxy the wave, just cut it out, or maybe even join the fight. He's actually coming forward and might be joining the fight.
Watch out. They start with a feather airstrike. 4 men from Blacklist International set up for this second turtle. Mountain Chakra, they know exactly where everyone is. Dilarski coming in with the Black Dragon form, catches the Queen, circling Eagle, Aster, and back, and they catch so many bullets from Oheb. That's going to be 1 down. It's a trade, 2 for 1. Wise, V-Wise traded for Dilarski, and they're not done. They're not done. Marky tries to blast down Edward, and they disengage. So far, Onic Ph able to get away scot-free.
Yeah, and not just that, they get the turtle, and now they're pushing in. Again, remember, Onic Ph, they have this composition which is actually kind of weaker here in the early stages. Managing to get the lead is going to be insane. Just going even alone, or maybe even 1,000 gold behind, it's going to be fine for them. But guess what? They are in the lead right now, picking up the good fights, and look at how they're playing these team fights. Perfection. The winning condition really shining through here for Onic.
And that's because of this Yu Zhang coming up from Delarski. He did die in the clash, but he would manage to find Wise as well as Oh My Venus, and then eventually shut down Haji from popping off that feathered airstrike, and now they are beating him indeed.
They're finding him, and it's a 2v1 in mid and in top. They've switched their lanes after the second turtle, and Kairi coming in, threatening a kill onto Edward. Same story, bottom lane, and off-camera kill. Down goes Boloyski, courtesy of Wise. Edward, he's okay, confident he's not gonna die. Take that. Tier 1 up top.
Yeah, absolutely. And now with the tier 1 up top, it is going to set up for the next turtle. But Blacklist, they are looking for the trade. Marky getting sniped. And this is where he needs to recall. Nope, he cancels it. Wise and Venus.
He's sandwiched. It's too much to survive. Wise gets that. And they will convert directly into this tier 1.
Oh, let's see what happens here, though.
Oh, Detna's welcome. Get in my belly. Flicker already used up. Baloisi getting spotted here. Wise still stomping away. They retreat.
A great pickoff coming up from Blacklist International. Because of the death of Baloyski in the mid lane, was no one to actually supply the vision for Onic Ph to guard the side of Marky. And Blacklist International took full advantage of that.
Hatred so close to biting it. The huge range on this feathered airstrike up top. Delarski still trying to take down Edward. It's Boloyski and Delarski. The Ski Brothers. Here comes the rest of Blacklist International. Circling Eagle. Black Dragon form. They answer back. Oheb with the passion. Blasting him with that SMG. And look at this Delarski. He's low. He's right in the middle of all of them. Taken down by the sniper. Point blank. Boloyski blasting away. Kairi secures a third turtle. Was that worth it? A body for the turtle.
At this point for Onic Ph, that's okay. As long as it's not Marky. Hatred.
Swing back, they answer. Edward puts a few stacks of the Ionic Edge. Marky to the rescue, cutting this team fight short.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's going to be a good trade because of the fact that it's not Marky who's dying in these fights. As long as Marky as well as Kairi are okay, are getting all of these farm, it's okay. But then again, you have to be careful if you're Delarski. Maybe that's their last death. Eventually, Onic Ph will rely on the tankiness of both Baloyski and Delarski. Both of them not having the best kind of tank ability, but that is the best that Onic Ph can rely on in this game. Eventually, the lineup of Blacklist International can burst down these fighters, so you have to take note of not dying so that you have the farm for all those defensive items.
Oh, Wise already starting up with the Detna's welcome, cancels it. In goes Marky. That's going to be a forward entropy, and down goes Wise. Enough firepower to go for the counter engage as Haji puts up a defensive feathered airstrike. They're not done though. The Queen says we can take this. The Queen says we can try to take this, and they're gonna go ahead to defend bottom lane. Oh, Kairi gonna get sandwiched, and he's gonna use the passive crits onto the Filipino sniper. 2 free kills plus a turret down bottom. Onic Ph back on the map.
Like we said in the draft, it is this Yu Zhang that's just been crucial in these team fights. Look at the timing that Delarski is able to use that Black Dragon form. He didn't do it initially. He waited up until Farsa was in position, then he pops it. That's where Haji, he just can't go for that feathered airstrike anymore. Now with the Lightning Truncheon built, he will do a significant more damage, but the thing is, when are you going to use that ultimate? You have to have that perfect timing and the perfect positioning. That's not going to happen, man. Delarski is just so on point with this Black Dragon form, and they're already using those pushes, those sieges, utilizing the Natan and that Isun Shin.
Watch out for the map. It's a little bit of a split push for Onic Ph as they want to use Hatred on the mid lane role to show the minion wings up top.
Oh, it's a full-on engage as Delarski has to use the Black Dragon form on a defensive way, and he's taken out by Wise on the retreat. No punish at all on the side of Onic Ph as Boloyski gets stunned and still survives, uses that flicker at the nick of time. But Lord here taken down to almost half health. Here comes Hatred, walks into a 4-man, a 3-man. He's dashing around, Mountain Shocker. Kairi trying to keep his mid laner alive. Feathered airstrike set in. Hatred from the north takes him down, traded for his own life. It's a messy team fight for Blacklist and Onic. Neither want to give up this Lord.
Well played by Onic Philippines. That should have been them losing every single time with Dolarski dead. But look at the way they're able to just save time, get some time on the board for Dolarski to spawn back. Sure, that was Hatred picked up, but it's a mid lane for the mid lane. Now with Dolarski here, it is going to be much, much better for the side of Onic Ph.
Oh man, this is crazy as Dolarski really just relies on this Yu Zhang ultimate to really mess up with against Blacklist International. And then, of course, Hatred sniping Haji. Was it worth it? Because they still lost one hero for that. So 1-for-1 trade-off. I guess Blacklist International is a team that really punishes those trades. When the trades look favorable for Onic Ph, it seems like Blacklist International just finding ways to even up the trade or even just one-up Onic Ph because of their small movements in the game. For example, really just poking this Dolarski Yu Zhang to the point where he's forced to use the ultimate.
Now let's take a look at the items here with Kyrie building up already the BOD, all right? This is where he is going to be so powerful. Maybe next item is going to be the Mlbb Roar or the DHS. Yeah, it's going to be either one, all right? It's preference for the side of Onic Ph.
Oh, starting it up with the Feathered Airstrike.
Not good.
Not good. I mean, it was used for vision. They do have that. They need that to be able to open up the map. And Haji spotted by Marky. That's a lot of damage, but Baloyski will not fully commit. Maybe once bitten, twice shy, Baloyski.
Yeah. There was a time where Marky is called the bad boy by Mr. Manjin himself, and that is the reason why.
Here we go. Circling Eagle plus the Black Dragon form Lord at about a fifth of its health. Wise Denton as well. Answers back. Kyrie gets blasted with the Feathered Airstrike. That's the Lord secured by the Queen.
Wow.
There's a knockup. 3 down for the side of Onic Ph. Blacklist International punishes the micro mistakes as Baloyski bites it. Edward takes his head. It's only one left. It's just Hatred.
A huge mistake for Onic Ph. Not just the timing of that fight, but look at the members. Hatred was nowhere near that Lord, and they still forced it out. That was them getting overzealous, greedy, and Blacklist will completely just punish them.
Oh my god, it's not an enhanced Lord, but there's no wave clear. Again, the problem for Onic Ph,
they can end.
They don't have the wave clear. They have Marky this time.
Oh, Hatred catches way too much via the Feather Airstrike and the Nibiru's Passion. Mountain Shocker to help clear the waves and push back Blacklist. It's not going to end. Not here.
That is going to be so bad for Onic Ph, man. They've lost that inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Remember, the side lanes are bad, but that mid lane is going to be bad, even worse here, as they're just, wait, they might just go in for the push.
They're not letting go. Look at where Edward is. He's putting so many stacks on the people. Feathered Airstrike one more time. Baloyski caught out of home. There's a Tona's welcome. Get in Mlbb and down under the ground. Wise takes him, as well as the inhibitor turret down bottom. Top lane going to be next up on the docket for Blacklist International. They are calculated. They are taking down these turrets surgically precise. There's another Feathered Airstrike. Does this thing not have a cooldown? Black Dragon form force out of Dolarski. They're bursting him down. He's going to survive. There's a Mount Shocker landing on all 5 members of Blacklist International, but they're not done. Hatred weaving in and out, stinging like a bee. There's a knockup. Down goes Edward. Huge punish from Onic, but the Filipino sniper takes one from the back. Pew! Ow! Kyrie goes down. Dolarski as well. 3 defenders left, but it's not done. Not quite yet. As Hatred gets taken down again. Oheb, dual wielding, taking him down with Nibiru. Circling Eagle by Baloyski. He's caught out. Second time in the past 2 minutes. He's still alive. They were trying to distract him, but it's not going to happen. Marky gets taken down by Haji. Max range. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wipeout. Game number 2 going over to Blacklist International.
The Filipino sniper, what was that? Look at him. He's hyped. Don't give this man a hero with guns. Ban out the Clint, ban out the Beatrix. At this point, ban out the Layla from this man.
And I was really just amazed on how Edward used this Uranus. That Lord fight, that crucial Lord fight, I will credit it once again to both Edward and Haji. The far side Uranus combo. Uranus making sure he stopped on Kyrie. And they time it well, because there is a point where Onic Philippines will be so focused into taking that Lord. When the Lord is already at 30% HP, Kyrie wants to get that last hit. But Uranus, with that timing, gets on top of this Yisun Shin, and Yisun Shin without DHS will not deal the damage to Uranus. And then Haji just pops the ultimate in time to punish Kyrie, because Kyrie is slowed down already and too focused on the Lord. That Feathered Airstrike will be on point for sure, and we saw them just destroy this Snowball Marksman composition once again with the Artillery Mage Farsa.
Man, oh man, that is amazing. The fact that Onic Philippines, they already had a multi-dimensional draft. Blacklist just outclassed them in these team fights.
2 games in a row, Blacklist taking it. Let's see what our analysts think. Back to you, LaFell and Gideon Q.